Hi, my name is Precious Osikha. I write, edit, publish, teach you how to write and get paid. I create amazing videos and voiceovers. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for watching my videos. And if you're new to my channel, you are very much welcome. And please do well to subscribe and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. The prompt before Team Shoinka Group B says, write a story about Brenda who just moved to a new apartment and encounters a noisy tenant. Now, before I showcase these stories, I am going to say a little about how to approach this prompt and deliver excellently. The first thing on our list is understand the instructions. If you are able to understand the instructions that are being given, you will face no difficulty, you will face no challenges at all. So you need to understand what you are told to do. If there are any specific information you were given, you need to work with that and improve on it. Number 2, word count. So the word count says 100 and you need to stick with the 100 word count. In this case, you are going to be writing a flash story. Okay? Now, if you have difficulty or challenges in monitoring your word count, then I made a beautiful video on the best hacks for writers. Now, if you check the description box of this particular video, you will see the link to that video. Or you can check the screen up there, you would see the link, you can watch that video, the best hacks for writers. Now you have to stick to your word count because it's very, very, very important. Okay? And in situations like this, you stick to the moment in time, a scene. At least not more than 2 scenes, at most not more than 2 scenes, okay? Because there's really no time for too much information. Let us feel the action that is happening at that point in time. All right, and next one is the prompt itself. Okay, so you have just been told that she writes a story about Brenda who just moved to a new apartment and encounters a noisy tenant. You need to try and work in line with the prompt. Do not write anything that is outside this. Be creative about it. Okay, now the next point is your story elements. Okay. Now, you need to understand story elements or the elements of a story. If you have no idea about this, then you're lucky because I made a video on the elements of a story. Okay, you can check the description box of this particular video. The link is there, or you can look up there on the screen. The link is there too. The first part when it comes to story elements is the character. In this case, we have been given a character, Brenda. Brenda is the key character here, and then a noisy tenant. So the noisy tenant is also what? A character. Right? I hope this is clear enough. At least we have been told that Brenda is a name of this main character. So the other character that is there, you will have to think of a name for that character. I hope it's clear. Good. The next one is the setting. So what kind of setting are we going to be looking at? Well, if you can see, we are told a new apartment, to a new apartment. So it's obvious that we will be dealing with a dwelling place, a house, okay, an apartment, depends on how you want to describe it. But we have to feel the setting because we have been given something in that regards. And next is the point of view, the POV. What POV are you going to be using? First person, second person, or the third person. You need to know what works best and in line with this particular story. The next point is the tone, the voice, and the mood. So how do you want your readers to feel at the end of the day? Okay? And how are you going to present your thoughts to your readers? What's the tone? And what voice will you be using? The character's voice, writer's voice, narrator's voice. We need to know all of these things. Now, walking down to the plot hint, we have been given something to work with. The plot hint is that Brenda just moved to a new apartment and encounters a noisy tenant. So we have to work in line with this kind of a story. We need to create something in line with this prompt. Okay? The next part is The title has to be relatable. If you ask me, it has to be appealing and relatable. Okay, something that yes we see almost every day, but in a unique and classy way. The next point is the area of focus or ideas. Now, what kind of ideas can work here? Beautiful ideas can work in this regards. Since we've been told that Brenda just moved to an apartment, well, if I were to write this kind of a story, I will give a little hint of probably why she moved to that apartment, and then of course the what our expectations are in regards to that apartment, and our encounter with this noisy tenant, and then I'm going to include a plot twist at the end. Something very nice, maybe something to say, oh, that was the beginning of friendship, or something to, explain what happened at the end of the day if there was a fight or something. You get it, all right? I have to include a plot twist. That's going to make it interesting. A little suspense there is really going to work. Since this kind of a prompt given to us is like an everyday thing we see, so we have to make it more interesting. All right. The next point is the writing rules and vocabulary. Your vocabulary has to be impeccable. The grammar, the punctuation, the spellings, all right, it's good to bring your story to life. Use good literary devices. Use good words, verbs and not adverbs. Please cut down adverbs. Use verbs, cut down adverbs. Okay, it's not like you can't use adverbs, but just cut it down a bit. All right, use more verbs to bring your story to life. Let your words sink in. All right. Now the next is the writing rules. Of course, like I said, understand the writing rules of vocabulary, grammar, and if there are any rules given to you, please try to adhere to those rules. The next point is the finishing. Oh yes, of course, after writing a story, you don't just rush to submit. You need to go back, okay, look at that story, correct, edit, and edit. You don't stop editing, you keep looking at it. If you feel you want to rewrite some parts, fine. If you feel some dialogues doesn't even make any sense, fine. You can rewrite all of these things, okay? Now the next point is the delivery. Oh yes, the delivery. So how do you want to present your story? Is there any specific way you have been told? Well, if there is, please stick to that. If there is none, fine, you need to work, okay? You need to work and ensure that you deliver excellently. Okay, now we have seen all of these things. I am going to showcase the stories now. Let's get started. From Gift, written by Gift, cut in between. So I like the title, okay, and I feel it's a nice storyline. So when I read it, it's a nice storyline, and yeah, I kind of like the ending. It was quite okay. The story has potential, but I feel this writer should work more on editing. Okay, work more on editing. Try to edit your work. If you can see the screen right now, you would see some marks right underneath it. Yes, I have to do this to this extent. So try to work on your editing. Okay, try to work on it. Look at your tenses very well. Look at your dialogue punctuations. Look at your sentence structures. All right, you need to work on your editing. I know you can do better than this, and that ending could have been better than this. I like what you're trying to portray there, but it can be better than this. Thank you very much for your submission. Story we have here is written by Chalma, and the title, I didn't connect this title because this is the prompt itself. I feel like you should have given this a better title. Very nice, very short, relatable title, okay? And then when I read the story, I feel you could have done better than this. This story has potential, okay, but there were no emotions, no excitement, nothing. I couldn't really feel the confrontation, nothing at all. Okay, so please try to make use of good words. Okay, your choice of words. Do something that can be exciting. Let us feel your entire story. And also, whatever information you're putting out there, please try to just write in line with the prompt. Okay, try to write in line with the prompt. All the same, thank you very much for your submission. The next story is written by Augustine. Okay, the title is Fair. I had an issues with your dialogue. I feel like you didn't, put in your dialogue punctuations very well. At some point, you kind of like mixed the dialogues and your sentences. So you need to work on that. And I did not see any twist, neither did I feel any emotion. So please, you need to work on the emotions of your stories. Like, you need to bring them to life. And also try to include a twist in it. It's very important. Okay, your story has potential. It's certain it has potential. Work on your punctuations. Now, this is best for a first draft. Always read your work over and over and over again until you have your final draft. Okay, thank you very much for your submissions. The next story is written by Temitayo. I like your title. Okay, it's a nice one. Your first line, I got confused. I couldn't really understand it. I don't know why it's like that. Could that be a dialogue, or what could it be? Okay, your story has potential, just that you need to work on your delivery. Try to rewrite this and make it a better story. Do not submit a first draft. Try to always go back to it over and over again. Try to infuse emotions, good descriptions. Let us feel your story. Bring these characters to life. All right. Well done all the same. Thank you very much for your submission. Okay, the next story is written by Grace. Now, Grace, your title, well, you just wrote the prompt, so you need to put in a good title. Okay, now what is Brenda POV? I got confused, like I didn't really understand it. I like your backstory a little, but as you can see, you had to summarize at some point. You see it? That's because you're trying to put in other information that may not really be necessarily at that point. Okay, now work on your ending. Okay, work on your ending and use good descriptions. This story has a potential. Use good descriptions, and please edit more. Okay, please edit more. You need to work on these things. All right, thank you very, very much. The next story is written by Oluwatoyin. Now, your story did not carry a title, and I feel like if a book can have a title, why wouldn't your story have a title? Okay, now this is one of the reasons I won't say much. You need to ensure that there's a title in this story. All the same, thank you very much for submitting a story to us. The next story is written by Divine Mercy. Okay, I like your title. It's a nice title, a nice story. And now everything about this is really good. It's really a good one. I like your ending. Okay, but now here's the thing. I need you to work on your editing more. Okay, work on your editing more. Check out your tenses very well. Check out your sentence structure. Okay, and then for your twist, you can do better than that. It's like you were playing safe with this prompt. You don't need to play safe. You need to bring in your A game. It's very, very important. All right, well done. The next story is from Gabriel. Now, Gabriel, there is no title. Why? I'm not going to say much, okay? Ensure that whatever submissions you're going to make it next time, you are going to include titles, okay? Thank you very much. Oh yes, I am done dropping my opinions in the stories. So I am waiting to hear from you. What do you have to say about the stories? Now, please let me know in the comment section. Now, do not forget to subscribe. Please, you have to subscribe. You really do have to subscribe, okay? I'm not paid for this yet, okay? So please do subscribe. I'm doing this to help writers across the globe. Kindly subscribe to this channel and Do not forget, you can watch this video over and over again. The more you watch, you're helping these writers. So please, please, and please keep watching, keep watching. You can invite your friends. Yes, all you have to do is just, click on the share button of this video, copy the link and share to people to come and also watch, drop their opinions too. We are here to learn. Okay, thank you so much. You are free to watch other videos on this channel. Thank you.